Yeah, so I had some good news today on the car. I don't know if I posted the video, so yeah, I went to see the guy. Done a little deal with a deposit, and then he sent me a video later on, saying that he's got it running. So we also done a little deal where he's going to help me tow it up the road. But yeah, the the towing doesn't need to happen. So um, me and me and the owner of this car, or the dad of the son of the owner of this car, um, uh, said we'd help each other out. And I was supposed to be picking up the car today, but my payment's still not gone in. So um, it's not looking good for today. But it is only 2 o'clock in the morning, so there is time. But if it doesn't happen today, it'll just have to happen tomorrow. There's nothing that can be done about it. It is what it is. So yeah, we'll see. I haven't bought it yet. I want to see how it runs first. I've got to put it back together. I've got to order some clips for the wheel arches because he's taken all the wheel arches off, and they're meant to break, but the wheel arches ones I think he's just lost. So I need a bag of those sent over immediately, and then I can put it back together and take it for an MOT if it's running. I need to test drive it, but I'm going to get him to drive it first because he's messing about with the steering yesterday. So yeah, I'm not going to drive that car until I've felt it driving underneath me first. Because the steering wheel has not been put on right, so it's turned round as the wheels are straight, which is not good because if you're driving the car, your instinct is to put it back to the centre. But if you're not putting it back to the centre, then what are you doing when in your mind? What are you thinking when it's straight? So I'm gonna have to pay somebody because I don't think he's gonna do it for free. I'm gonna have to pay somebody to take the steering off. Or what he was saying was, if you take off the drop links and then wind it back up and put it into centre, then put the drop links on, it should be dead centre and then get the tracking done. But it's not as easy as that. It's not as easy as because he wants to leave it the way it is. I can't leave it the way it is. It drives me insane. Maybe when I've driven it, I might get used to it, but no, the wheel needs to go centre, or at least off centre, so you know where you are when you're turning the wheel. Because I got to count how many times I spin the wheel around each time I drive a vehicle. Not all the journey, but every time I turn the car, I'm thinking, oh, that's a couple of turns, that's one turn, that's two turns. But it's instinct. I'm not making those calculations. It's instinct to think like that. But if the wheel's not straight, steering wheel, it's kind of off-putting. Yeah, so anyway, so my point is this morning I got up. Right, I got up. And whilst I was in the bus stop, I got my headphones on and I'm listening to music, but I can hear somebody walking behind me. So I turn around, I turn down the headphones, and I can hear this little girl, tiny little girl with her even smaller little sister, hugging up to her mum. She had a dress on, with no top on, so just a dress. I don't think she had a vest on or anything to, instead of a bra like children wear. Like, she didn't have anything like that. So she just had this dress. Like, it's like she just put on a dress with in the morning. Her mum just put this dress on, and she did it to her sister as well. And they were complaining that it was so fucking cold. They go, mummy, she's going, it hasn't warmed up yet, it'll warm up. Does she not realise, just because the sun's out, it's not fucking summer. Alright? It's not summer. Yeah? If I'm honest, right? If I'm honest, I was cold. And I've got layers on. Right? So that poor girl didn't have anything on her arms or legs. And I really wanted to say so. It's not my place to say to another mother, another person about their kids, and tell them how they should be treating them. But I'm telling you now on camera, you should have taken that girl home, girl. She was cold. You should have put a fucking shawl on, or a cardigan or something, right? Because it's still fucking cold. Yes, she wants to be out in the sun, but she doesn't want to be freezing, right? That's torture in some countries. Torture. Throw you out in the cold with no fucking clothes on. Right? How dare she treat her own sibling like that? It's disgusting. So I went off and I just had my day. I was sorting out some things, a bit of dealing with cars, and then I finally got the video saying that it was working. So, yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. The point is, I was going to take the car regardless of whether it ran because I wanted it for polishing. It's a perfect car to just dump and polish, right, and fix. But unfortunately, I've not been paid today, and now I've got to find some other kind of wealth from somewhere, and that means working. So, what's his name? Dale. If Dale's gonna actually do his car today, I'm gonna have to lug all the stuff up there. So I'm hoping to get the car first, then lug up all the stuff up there, or wait a couple of days and have my car working, the white one, and to drive that to the MOT station. So I've got two options here. If I can get two, all I got to do is MOT one. That's all I need, just one car. I need to be working, driving. I need to lug about equipment. It's no joke. It's no joke. The bag that I carry to go polishing is horrendous. If I carried everything for valeting, which is what the problem was with not doing the video the other day and not polishing this Dale's car, was because he wanted the valet. He said, I'm not happy doing it without the valet. So I kind of think to myself, I'm not in any rush to polish this bloke's car because he's not interested in the polish. He's interested in the cleaning of the inside and the whole car. He wants the whole car immaculate. Right? Which is what I said I'd do to get him on the video, which is fine. But I really just want somebody who wants to see it polished, washed outside, dried and polished. Because to do that, I can get a power bank and a power station, and I can do it mobile, out the car. But as soon as he wants a valet, I've got to have a fucking vacuum. I've got to have a carpet cleaner. That means a van or a clubman. So I've got to meet the bloke because he's got a Clubman, and one day he's going to want to sell it, and I want him to come and find me. But yeah, there's no rush to do a valet. I want to do the polishing, and that's the car that I'm buying has already been cleaned. They bought it cleaned, and it stayed cleaned, so it's in a good nick. I don't have to mess about with it. I've got to put it back together at the fuse board, but hopefully they've done that as well because they're good lads. They're good lads. I've met some good lads here. Unfortunately, they got to move, so I'm going to stay in touch with them. But I need to know exactly where they're moving to, because if it's too far, then it becomes a problem. But if I need their help, mind you, got video calling nowadays. I don't need to be where I am. I don't need to be with people just to talk to them. I might start video calling people nowadays. Everyone else does it, but yeah. It's been a weird day. I started off in a good mood, and then I saw that poor girls, because the other one was hugging up to her mum's leg as well. Just looked like cubs keeping warm against their mother. Poor girls. Yeah, so I then did a bit of wheeling and dealing with the car. Put a deposit down, and then he decided he'd get it going. And he was working on the steering, which was a big issue for me because I thought I've got to now deal with that. I don't want to deal with mechanics. I don't mind having to get it going. That's okay because he would allow me to just have the mechanic come to his house and fix it once I paid for it, because I get on with him. So that would be okay. But he's got it running. So today I might be able to drive the car. So I'm going to get my head down and wait to see if my money turns up and go and buy this car. I'm going to have to put everything else on hold just to get this car. Or hold on a few days after test driving it, pick it up at the end of the week and get my one working. Get my one working on Wednesday, Thursday, whenever it is. Hey, God willing, I'll get a cancellation. But people don't cancel on mechanics. It takes them so long to get a fucking appointment. Anyway, well, I should tomorrow be polishing something. The problem is logistics. I can't move all the equipment. It's too heavy to carry. So I need the vehicle first. I'll wait to see if he contacts me. I'm not going to chase him. He wanted the car doing. I've told him many people will take up the opportunity to be on the camera. Many people will take up the opportunity for their car to be on the camera. Many people will take the opportunity for the price that I'm offering him. It's a knockdown price. You ask any valeter how much it costs to machine polish a car to the standard that I want to do it at. And you'd understand. They'd understand that it isn't that way. It isn't that way. They think it's a cheap thing. It's like the next thing I want to get into is French polishing. right, which is where you polish furniture, but it's a certain way of doing it, the French way, I think. But French polishing furniture with the buffer, right? Because you could go around people's houses and polish up their furniture. That'd be awesome. Or they could bring their furniture to you. Ah, I just had an epiphany. I've been looking at this building because I wanted to rent it out to start a production company of sorts. But I've just had an idea of what I can do to make money to keep it running. Yeah, I could possibly open up the centre to people bringing their furniture and polishing it for them. Like I say, an epiphany just happened like that. Right, so yeah, hopefully the next video will be me collecting this car. I've got nothing else to do but get myself back on the road. But I hit a brick wall with my car. I need a mechanic. They are mechanics that are doing the other one. The only problem is the steering. Oh, and the strut. He says you've got to put the strut in. So I may well do him a deal and say, can you do that for if I pay you to do it? He's very busy though because he's trying to move house. But I've got a couple of weeks, so if I grab him now to do the work and pay him for it, obviously, then he'll yeah. He likes to smoke, so you know he's down to earth. Like you said, he's not out to rip me off. I'm not out to rip him off. He's got a car he wants to sell, and I want to buy it. So we've just become friends that way. But because he's very similar in character, in what he's doing with the minis and what he does as a business, we get on. So we'll see. We'll see what his car looks like tomorrow. If it's running and it's back together, and I can get the clips by Friday, I'll book it in for an MOT. But it means going up there again to go and see it. But my friend lives up there, so I'll go and see that person as well. And Kerry's up there. It's all good. But if I've got the place to do it tomorrow, and I think I have because she asked me if I still needed it. I think I might not only just make a little bit of money, but I think I might make my first video, and it will be a mini, which is quite an achievement because I'm actually getting to the point now where I'm trying to just polish anybody's car, but I don't want to be desperate. I want to do what I'm doing. My goal is to polish a mini, my mini, somebody else's mini, who gives a fuck? But I'm gonna do a mini because that was the whole point of me doing this. I went from my mini to being broken to switching to somebody else's mini if I could find somebody, and I found somebody, and he seemed reasonable, so I'm going to speak to him and say to him, look, not everything's in place because I haven't got the equipment there. He'll probably offer me to pick me up with the equipment, which is good of him, but it doesn't seem professional, so I don't know if I should. But if I can get this car MOT'd by Friday, then I can polish this car anytime I want because I can lug the equipment. and I'll go and buy that power station, right? Because I need one of those for the polisher, and I'd like to use one. I can review it. Yeah, I could do one of those. Might have to go to Tool State. Machine Mart. I might have to go to Machine Mart and see what tools they've got. Power banks. I've got a catalogue. That came through the door, so I'm gonna have a look through there at power banks, power stations, because you plug that in. As long as you've got water, you can run a jet wash. But I'm thinking of getting one of these jet hawks or whatever. You know, the guns that with the pipe that goes into the bucket. Because you don't need a big powerful jet wash. If you have a really powerful jet wash like mine, it's got a thing where it spins. And I can tell you, if you put it against skin, it hurts. But it strips paint off like walls. If you painted a brick wall, it would strip the paint off it. So you got to be careful, because it ruined the garage door of my original garage location, and I had to paint over it because it blistered, splintered. Yeah, but I painted over it. I treated it with wood varnish, so some kind of French polish or something. I can't remember. They do a nice range in B&Q. So the video tomorrow, I'm struggling to download another video because it's like an hour long. It's not even an hour long, it's like 40 minutes long of something else that I'm trying to put on the channel, of me driving the Mini, but I can't download it quick enough off my laptop. So I need somebody who's got a super fast way of downloading an old JPEG. Is it JPEG? Video. Anyway, so MPEG. I don't know. I can't work it out how to do it. So until then, I can't put those videos on. So the other option is to do it in another Mini. And they're not crazy videos. I'm not driving like a lunatic. I'm not breaking the law. I'm just driving as the car should be driven on camera. And I watched them the other day and I thought, you know what? They're worth publishing because they're not illegal. They're not taking the piss. They're not committing crime. I'm doing nothing wrong. So the idea was, we're gonna try and I'm gonna try, when I wake up, edit the videos, find software to edit the videos to shorter clips, because I'm just gonna flick them into the channel here and there, so people can see what the point of the car is. Yeah, there's no need for driving like a lunatic just to showcase your driving. That's what gets you put in prison.